We're cooking at the Rouse's in Westmobile. Chef Big John is making Mama's Sunday Red Gravy.
Ooh, and if you are looking for a unique pet, the Gulf Coast Exotic Animal Expo is coming up. We're going to be getting all the details.
Plus, talking about new attractions and all the summer fun at Waterville, USA. Welcome into Studio 10. I'm Joe.
And I'm Jennifer. Chelsea has the morning off.
Well, Chelsea has the morning off today and tomorrow. She'll be back. We have an announcement about someone taking some time off that is very bittersweet for us here.
Exactly, bittersweet.
Yeah.
My last day. Oh, I didn't want to get emotional. My last day will be next Thursday here at Fox 10, and so it's not a goodbye. It is a see you later for right now. I was presented a really good opportunity. Switching gears entirely, I will actually be stepping into the classroom with the Baldwin County school system, and so I'm so excited for that opportunity that was presented to me. So I love my time here. It was great. Thank you, everyone, for letting me into your homes for these past almost 60 years that I've been doing this.
Right. We've been with you on most of your shows here on Studio 10 and Fox 10 and Good Day Gulf Coast and Fox 10 Midday and all that. So, yeah, it is definitely bittersweet, but we're super happy for you to be going into this new role. You know, your background is in meteorology, which is science, and you're going to be doing some of that in the schools and the classrooms. So those kids are very lucky to have you with your background in that. And then one really cool thing is there may be an opportunity for you to come back here from time to time.
That's exactly right. And so it's called freelancing for us. And so if there's ever a storm system coming, so almost hopefully you guys don't see me, that if there's ever something coming our way that I'm going to come in, help out the Met team just a little bit. If they're ever getting a little short in some areas, that you may see me sometimes in the evenings or on the weekends as well.
Yeah, so, like you said, this opportunity came up pretty quickly here.
Very quickly, yes.
So we're looking forward to having you for one more week. Chelsea will be back on Monday so we can have the whole family together.
Yes, so next Thursday, July 31st will be the official last day, but you may see me in a Baldwin County classroom sometime near you.
All right, super happy for you. We need to move on and talk about some of our headlines this morning.
That's exactly right, and starting off first with some Netflix news. Season 2 of Wednesday has yet to debut, but Netflix has already renewed the series for Season 3.
Jenna Ortega returns as Wednesday Addams when the first part of Season 2 premieres August 6th and Part 2 follows September 3rd.
According to The Hollywood Reporter, a spin-off series is also already in the works.
So this shows the confidence they have in the show. Season 1 was wildly successful, and they must be looking at Season 2, and based on their analytics and how they feel it's going, they're already betting that it's going to be a massive success, hence Season 3 and a spinoff, so that's good news. I mentioned earlier, I know my daughter's excited for Season 2, so that'll be cool.
I have not even seen Season 1 yet.
Oh, you got to watch it.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for all of them to come out, and I was hoping that Layson could get a little bit older before we finally watch it, because I think that it is something that she would like. So maybe by the time that they get closer towards Season 3, we can binge them all and then watch that.
There are some pretty scary parts.
Yeah.
It does look like Season 2 is perhaps even delving more into the fright factor. We'll see. In other TV news, we wanted to tell you about another new show. Only Murders in the Building has a Season 5 premiere day.
Wow, Hulu sent out a first look photo and announced the Emmy-winning series will return on September 9th with 3 episodes. That's followed by new episodes weekly.
I'm a fan of this show. I've been watching it for a while. I don't know how many more seasons I need, but it has been funny and it's lighthearted and entertaining. So yeah.
We got through, I want to say we got through about 2 seasons.
Okay.
I think maybe we started to move into the 3rd, and then it was just kind of getting a little repetitive. So you can kind of guess what's going on. But I mean, it was fun to watch and it was good to watch. It might be better to spread them out rather than binge them. And I think that was kind of what we were doing.
Yeah, it's kind of like my wife and I, we usually, after the kids go to bed, we have a set show that we're watching until we, complete it. And it's just the question of how much time do you want to devote to this? And while that show is fantastic and the cast is hilarious, we've already devoted a lot of time to it. So we'll see. But good news for fans of that.
Also big news for Fleetwood Mac fans.
Stevie Nicks and crew are releasing their first only studio album.
Yeah, that's right. So Wednesday's news follows days of speculation. The album, called Buckingham Nicks, came out in 1973 before they joined Fleetwood Mac.
The album has not been available on music streaming sites and is a rare vinyl find. It's been out of print in any format in the U.S. for more than 4 decades.
Buckingham Nicks will include an earlier version of the song Crystal. The album, with 10 newly remastered tracks, will be reissued on CD and digitally on September 19th.
Yeah, so of course it's Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham, hence Buckingham Nicks. They have a lengthy personal and professional history, both musically and romantically. The two broke up in 1977, around the time their band's album Rumors was recorded, but the two continued to perform with Fleetwood Mac for many years despite personal turmoil. So it sounds like they've kind of been on again, off again, creating together, not creating together, and they're back at it now.
So what, that was 1977, so 45 years later.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
A new study shows people on vacation are stocking their cabinets with snacks, drinks, and other food, but a lot of it ends up going to waste.
So this is probably something you can relate to if you've booked a beach vacation with the family or multiple people. You stock up your Airbnb or rental property to make your stay more comfortable and convenient. But a study from researchers at Ohio State University says U.S. vacation renters waste more than $2 billion in food every year.
That waste is made up of groceries, takeout, and restaurant leftovers accumulated throughout their stays. The author of the study says when you're vacationing, be mindful about how much food you really need to buy and think carefully about those big impulse purchases you make the first day.
He says you can also plan a catch-up night halfway through your stay to eat your leftovers. I am guilty of this, buying too much.
Yeah, we're guilty too. A lot of times, I think I'm more guilty actually on shorter trips, say like a 3 or 4 day type thing, because you're like, oh, we may need this, we may need that, and then we want this, and you don't go through it all. And then it's the issue of, do we have a cooler to take it home, or how are we getting this from here to here? And sometimes you're just like, we can't transport it, and it goes to waste. On the flip side, when my family takes a week-long vacation with my extended family, we have now in our like meal calendar put in like, you know, leftover day, basically.
I think that's the way to do it. Plan out every single one that we're going to go to a restaurant that night. We are going to cook this night. I think ours always gets us is the snacks and some breakfast foods. It's like, oh, I'm not that hungry, but I bought all this breakfast stuff. So
got to think about it.
Got to think about it.
Think it through. Hey, here's a good recipe to think through if you want to make this. It's Mama's Sunday Red Gravy. Big John said this is one of his classic recipes.
Excited to see it. Check it out. Yeah, looks delicious.
Chelsea will be back on Monday, but she taped those segments, so we get to see her for a little bit today, too. Great recipe. You got to check it out.
I'm excited to check it out. Plus, also, we're going to be talking about your forecast. Oh, no, how excited I am to talk about this one. We got rain and we got heat.
I am excited to show you some unique animals and pets. We're looking off to the side here. You're going to see them live here on set. The details on the Gulf Coast Exotic Animal Expo. That's next. Is back.
I know. Plus also Phasma too. We've had her on as well. We've been seeing them for, I think, since COVID. I remember back in 2020, we've been seeing some of them. So excited to have them back for another year. Well, going ahead and talking more about your forecast right now, a live view of conditions across the southeast. It's wet and soggy, and these showers and storms, they are approaching closer towards our area to begin for this morning. We're tracking some of those showers and storms mainly closer towards our coastal areas, especially on the Florida side. Our inland areas mainly just starting to see some sunshine. But also looks a little gray and gloomy out there. Really not the prettiest way to begin for this morning. There's the majority of those showers just beginning to push through Escambia County, Florida there. So downtown Pensacola extending. We're starting to see some of those improvements closer towards Gulf Breeze and Pensacola Beach, but a lot of this beginning to push closer towards Lillian and into Grand Lagoon. We'll start to see more of that making its way towards Perdido Key not too long from now. Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, a lot of that just staying offshore. But in case you are going to be taking the boat out for today, just be cautious that a lot of those showers and storms are really beginning to ramp up out there. A live view from our Navigator Credit Union camera at the Battleship. Gray, gloomy, overcast skies. Again, not the prettiest start to begin for today, but those temperatures 80 degrees, dew point still muggy, so we're feeling more like 86. The cloud cover helping us out just a little bit, but still anticipating our temperatures to go up heading into the rest of today. So we're starting off seeing some of those upper 70s, the lower 80s out there. Again, better than what we've been seeing for the past few days, especially when we started off off with sunshine to begin, especially for Monday through Wednesday. Feels like temperatures still straying away, but not horrible out there. 88 in Pensacola, Gulf Shores, 89 in Mobile, 93 closer towards Pascagoula, seeing a few more peaks of sunshine out there. As we do get further along into the rest of this afternoon, anticipating our daytime highs to be lower, feels like temperatures still getting closer towards the mid to upper 90s, possibly even some triple digits out there if you see less of that rain coverage. But the more showers, the more storms you see, the cooler it'll be. And hey, your AC will really appreciate some of that, as it doesn't have to work overtime like it has been the past few days. Now, the rain chances, what we've been tracking out there, they will continue to stay a little higher for today. 70% for your Thursday and your Friday, 60% by the time we get closer towards Saturday, and then heading into Sunday and Monday, those rain chances drastically dropping down. We'll enter back into our summertime pattern, but once we see the rain go down, there's always a trade-off, and in this case, it is going to be those temperatures going up. I'll be breaking down more of your forecast details coming up in just a little bit. Joe. Welcome back in. There is plenty of summer fun still going on at Waterville USA in Gulf Shores. We're going to learn about some of the changes at the park and some of the new attractions that they have right now. Joining us this morning is Elizabeth McKee, Park Manager at Waterville USA. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And so I want to go ahead and start off first about what the changes have already been. For folks that have been going already this summer, what are some of the new things that they've been experiencing?
Most of it's going to be in our amusement park. We've completely revamped that up front, so that way it's geared more towards young adults. We have 2 Topgolf swing suites. They're in private wait staff. We have a bar up there now. We have bowling up there. We have the escape rooms. So we've kind of just revamped it for family fun and just a good date night also.
It really is a lot of different opportunities just to have some of that fun. You get to switch it up a little bit for all a little different likes and tastes, and also targeting some older kids out there.
Yes.
And you guys also have more changes on the way. And what do those look like for you guys?
We are still in the planning stages of that. So we are excited about them and looking forward to what the future may hold.
So we got a lot of new changes on the way, and you guys have 1 full week left of summer.
Yes.
But for anyone that is planning to head out there, maybe check out some of the new offerings you guys have. What is your hours going to be changing to after this?
After August the 3rd, we are going to be weekends only through August 31st, which is Labor Day weekend. And then the amusement park will remain open Thursday through Sunday through October.
Very nice. So you're still going to have plenty of time to go there, check it out, where you can see some of those new offerings right there on your screen. We can start to see some of the bowling there. A lot of fun. And for anyone unfamiliar with Waterville USA, where are you guys located?
We are in Gulf Shores, Alabama, just about a quarter of a mile away from the beach.
Nice.
Highway 59 South.
Nice and easy. And you have water in the name, but I see that it's a lot of indoor offerings. So you can come, you can enjoy the water portion of it, or you can also stay dry, have a normal date night, right?
Exactly. And on cloudy, rainy days like this, you know, it's great for inside stuff as well. So.
And what does admission look like for folks?
Admission for the water park is around $40. And the admission for the amusement park is just based on the attraction. Our Topgolf suites are $40 an hour for up to 8 people, and bowling is around $15, I think.
There you go. So keep that in mind, that it is going to be that separate admission for the water park. But if you just want to go play some of those games with the family, if you're having a little weekend getaway down towards the beach, that'll always be a great option to keep in mind. And was there anything else you want to include for the folks out there?
Just come out and make some lasting memories with us.
There you go. You have 1 full week for those weekdays. After that, it'll switch to weekends for the month of August, but then the game's still open till October. It is going to be so much fun.
Yes.
But Elizabeth, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
And as always, we're going to have that information on our website, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab. Well, coming up, I'm going to also have another look at your forecast. Stormy heading into today.
Stormy. We've been seeing the gray clouds out there and all of that, but we've got some light stuff to tell you about too. Mobile Singing Children hosting a discovery camp. So much fun. Find out how your child can get involved. That's next, right here.
There's much more still to come on Studio 10, but let's check out what's coming up in our next hour of the show. Fry Daddies is here in the kitchen. They're making freaky fries. And also, we're helping you make your weekend plans. Our friends from iHeartMedia have your rundown of all the fun things happening across the Gulf Coast. Plus, also, what's trending in back-to-school fashion. Don't miss that, plus today's hot topics and your weather updates. That's all coming up on Studio 10 starting at 10 a.m. Joe. Taking another look at your forecast, Joe, and it continues to stay gray and gloomy out there. Taking a live view outside down in Orange Beach. Not really the prettiest beginning to this day, but hey, at least we have some beautiful water conditions still out there. A few folks getting out and enjoying it for today. You can see it just a little bit, but it starts to turn just a little bit blending right there. That's going to be some of that rain that's just falling closer towards Perdido Key to start off for this morning. Temperatures resting in the lower 80s, dew points upper 70s, so it's feeling more like 88 out there. Still muggy to begin for today, despite some of that cloud cover helping us out just a little bit. But we are going to be turning breezy later on for today. This is going to be those winds, sustained constant wind speed. Normally we start to see those around 8-9 miles per hour, but we're getting closer towards 15 miles per hour. Plus also seeing some of those wind gusts closer towards 20 to even 25. Those winds will be a little stronger just out of the southeast later on for today. So that will be impacting our rip current risk. A little bit of a delay in it. We'll start to bump up to moderate. Mainly anticipating that later on in the day, but heading into tomorrow we'll be bumping up to high. By Saturday, back down to moderate, and then hopeful that we'll start to see some of those conditions improve by Sunday and Monday. Now the culprit is going to be once again that disturbance out there in the Gulf water. Is very similar to what we saw last week. Even lower chances for that development, only 10%, but still an important area to highlight just because it is influencing our forecast. It's bringing in some of those increased rain chances and also bringing some of those higher rip current risks out there. Just make sure that you're being cautious. Always know the name of the beach you're located on, where the closest lifeguard stand is, and pay close attention to those beach flags. Now coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to talk more about the rain chances that this is bringing us, timing it out for today, plus also looking ahead towards the weekend. Those details are coming up in just a little bit. Joe. Over the phone or through email. So some good things to keep in mind there. I think a lot of folks will take advantage of that second story, the woman driver option. Maybe. Yeah. Well, just in time for the second half of summer, the city of Mobile officially cut the ribbon on its newest playground at Figures Park. And not only is the new playground fun, but it's also inclusive. Fox 10 News reporter Stephen Moody takes us there.
Say hello to the brand new Figures Park playground. Some of the new features include climbing activities, splash nets, zip lines, towers, slides, and plenty more.
This community, the Thomasville community, is one of the largest communities in the city of Mobile. And so to have a playground where the kids can walk to and enjoy and exercise, that means a lot.
The new playground is a $600,000 investment funded by the City of Mobile's Capital Improvement Program. It also includes a double zip track with a zero-G chair for children who need additional support to join the fun.
So I hope the parents will take advantage of making the children come here and stay engaged, moving around and exercising, and I think it'll be a win-win for the parents and for the children.
And it already comes highly recommended.
We have played a lot, and we went on the zip line, and we did a lot of stuff. And we went on a swing. I had fun.
Stephen Moody, Fox 10 News.
And the playground has already been recognized as part of PlayCorps' National Demonstration Site program for its design, which promotes physical activity and nature-based play. So a lot of excitement there.
So much fun. Another great playground to check out. Not so much the best day for it, but we'll get there, especially once school starts, the weather starts to cool down. That'd be a great place to go.
Great place to go. And speaking of the weather, you'll tell us more about that coming up.
I'll have more details on that coming up in just a bit.
And we are finishing off our recipe for Mama's Sunday red gravy in the kitchen with Chelsea and Chef Big John. We'll be right back.
And hey, what a great option too, especially when it's looking gray and gloomy out there. A day like today, you just kind of want to stay inside, cook something nice and warm, and as long as you don't open up the doors, it'll be nice in there. But a live look from our all-in credit union camera at Dolphins. Just starting to see some of those gray, gloomy skies, some peaks of sunshine out there over Mobile Bay, but the temperatures out there right around 80 degrees. It's still muggy. The cloud cover helping us out just a little bit, but it feels like temperatures closer towards 86. Now, as we progress further along into the rest of today, the rain chances that we're seeing out there to start off for this morning, mainly closer towards the Florida Panhandle, making their way towards southern Baldwin County. These rain chances will increase, anticipating that rain coverage to continue to track further off towards the west, building in all across our area. It's going to be a scattered look. Everywhere really has a decent chance to at least see one passing shower through today. Higher chances closer towards our coastal areas, especially there in the Florida Panhandle and southern Baldwin County. And we'll turn a bit more isolated later on for tonight once we approach closer towards the dinner time hour, but more of that moisture just lifting up closer towards our coastal areas even heading into tonight. Now, as mentioned, the cloud cover, it's helping us out. If you see more of those clouds, less of that sunshine, temperatures won't be nearly as warm out there for today, just maxing out mid to upper 80s. These temperatures actually going from well above to below average for what we should be seeing at this time of year. Luckily, nowhere near that previous record of 103 set back in 1952, but we'll still be feeling closer to that. Even though our daytime highs are only in the mid to upper 80s, it's still muggy. This rain only continuing to increase the moisture out there in the atmosphere. So we will start to still see some of those triple-digit heat indices, and especially if we start to see more of that sunshine, those peaks out there, it'll feel even hotter. So just make sure you're still taking those breaks, and also keep in mind in case you're working outdoors, once you start to hear some of that thunder, you head inside. But this is a major improvement in comparison to what we've been seeing for the past few days. Rip current mist at our local beaches, moderate for today. Really anticipating more of that later on heading into this afternoon. It's really start to notice the winds picking up by that point. By tomorrow, does bump up to high, back down to moderate on Saturday. Hopeful by Sunday heading into the early part of next week that it's going to be dropping down to low. That surf height around 2 to 3 feet with water temperatures in the upper 80s beginning to warm back up. Here's what I'm tracking over the next 7 days. Soggy for today and tomorrow. We start to see improvements by the weekend, especially heading into next week, but we turn hot. I'll break down more of the forecast details coming up in our 10 a.m. hour of studio. We'll be back after this.
Some Tennessee firefighters really put the fun in a local fun fest, spraying kids with water on a sweltering afternoon.
All right, guys, we just started Splash Dance out here at Fun Fest.
So much fun. The footage was streamed live by the Kingsport Fire Department, who said, we've got the water flowing, we've got the kids screaming and yelling. There's all kinds of beach balls.
The firefighters are spraying the kids during the Kingsport Fun Fest, offering relief as the heat index was around 100 degrees. Could have used that here too, as the heat index reached around, like, what was it, 111, 112 yesterday?
Yeah, we'll probably need it again by Monday when we start to see daytime highs hot once again. So get creative like that with ways to cool down.
A fun fest, no doubt. We've got a Fry Fest coming up in our next hour of Studio 10. We'll introduce you to Fry Daddies.